Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a best 2 out of 3 M21 draft. Alright, draft has fired. What do we got? So our rare is Niambi, which I've played. I actually like this card. It's better than I first gave it credit for. You can kind of disregard the activated ability. Doesn't come up very often, I don't think. But flash creature, can save a creature from removal, gains you some life. It's a good card. Battle Rattle Shaman, good for decks with a lot of small creatures. I think it's at its best in Rakdos Sack. We have Invigorating Surge, good for Selesnya counters. Anointed Chorister, just a solid one drop. Basri's Acolyte, great common. Strong card. Swift Response, good for all white. I'm kind of feeling the Acolyte, even over the Swift Response. We are passing another Selesnya good card in Surge, but Acolyte is good outside of that. I think Swift Response would be a fine pick there too, but I really like Basri's Acolyte a lot. Okay, here we have Watcher of the Spheres, which is a card I like a lot. Azoria Skies. It's still fine alongside Acolyte as well. In fact, I think Acolyte is actually very good in the Azoria Skies deck. You get a lifelink blocker on the ground and buff your flyers. Daybreak Charger, just a solid 2-drop for any white deck. Fetid Imp, solid 2-drop for any black deck. Fierce Empath, a card I don't like very much. You kind of just, even at its best, you're getting a 6-drop in your hand and a 1/1 for 3 mana. It's not that great. Maybe if you have some mythic, then it could be good, I think. Watcher of the Spheres, though, I'm fine taking it here. Even if I don't end up in white-blue, I'm happy to get this now and see if it pans out, because it's very good. I like Azoria Skies, too. Alright, so choices here. We have Mistral Singer, works well with the Watcher of the Spheres. It's at its best in an Izzet deck, though. Could take the Chorister, just a ground creature that's solid 1-drop that gets bigger later. There's Scorching Dragonfire, good removal. So, best pick is Dragonfire. I'm kind of down on Mistral Singer, even at its best. It just feels like you end up playing 3 mana for a 2/2 flyer most of the time. That's what I feel like. I don't like this card. It's really unimpressed me so far in the format. Even if it is a good follow-up pick to a Watcher, I think I'm just going to take the Dragonfire and sort of look around a little bit more. Alright. Best pick here. I actually really like Opt a lot. Archfiend's Vessel. Fine res card with like Rise Again or Obsessive Stitcher. It's got lifelink, so it can chump block for you too. Burl Fistoak. Haven't played with it much. Played against it a few times. It's okay. It's not great. Crypt Lurker, I actually kind of like 4 mana 3/4 in black with some upside. Mauler has impressed me too. I don't know what I want here. I mean, Acolyte is definitely at its best in a Selesnya counter stack, so I could see following up with a Mauler. It's kind of an unexciting pick here. I feel like Opt is actually something I want, as odd as that is. It's just Opt makes more hands keepable. Drawing cards is relevant. I'm not giving up too much of anything exciting there. We already have a solid blue card. Okay, choices here. Well, we have Skyscanner and Warded Battlements. Skyscanner's pretty awesome with Watcher. 2 mana to get a 1/1 flyer that pumps this and you draw a card. Battlements is excellent in the blue-white Flyers deck as well, though. It's also a Tranquil Cove. Personally, I'm okay taking the Sky Scanner here. It's good with Acolyte as well. It's good with Acolyte, it's good with Watcher of the Spheres. I do like Battlements, but I think Sky Scanner is kind of pretty excellent with a couple cards we already have, so I kind of like that pick. And it's colorless, so it can go in any deck, which is nice. Well, 6th pick, Volcanic Geyser. That could be the sign I need to maybe start moving more into red. Maybe a Boros direction. Maybe. Or I could take another Opt. But Geyser seems like it's the pick here. You can kill your opponent with it. If you survive to the late game. It's a good card. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Alright, well, if you know me, you know I love Goblin Arsonist. Another Opt in here. Huh. I love Arsonist. I think it's going to be good alongside Acolyte. Otherwise, there's another Opt in here, which I do like, but Arsonist has been too good to me this entire format. It's really been powerful. It just completely... I feel like it does so much for a 1-drop. Getting 2 for 1s, it's just really a strong common in this format in particular. Tavern Swindler has kind of impressed me too. It's a great black-white life gain enabler. And you're thinking, great, but you flip a coin. No, I think when it works out, it's nice to have just a tap creature that turns on all your gain 3 life synergies. That's pretty excellent. But I'll take another Arsonist pretty happily there. Getting the Chorister back is a good sign. It's a strong common. That might be all I need to decide to just go into white-red. Take it over, turn to Slag, yeah. There's some late green, but nothing to write home about. Could take Rugged Highlands for a splash. There's also Forgotten Sentinel, but I'm usually not happy when I have to jam a Forgotten Sentinel. I think this card's at its best in Gruul decks. I guess I'll take a Highlands in case there's a green card I want to splash. Burn Bright, looking actually pretty good with what we've already got. Chorister, Double Arsonist, Sky Scanner. Yeah. Tampering is actually playable too. Cove, maybe. At the very least, getting these, maybe splash for shrines. Live the Shrine Dream. Pass green. Alright, well, we can shrine it up if we want to. Well, getting a Shacklegeist, opening a Shacklegeist kind of sucks because we already have the Watcher of the Spheres, but I think we're too far down this path to abandon it now. Because we got some pretty good late red, I think. At least the Geyser 6th pick is pretty good. So there's Wizardry. We already have a decent deck for that. There's also Weird. A lot of blue in here. I mean, 6 blue cards. It's just a ton of cards. There's Valorous Steed. Good with Burn Bright, Acolyte. I usually like to go cheaper. Cheaper is better. We only got 2 white cards. But it's not like I'm going to splash Watcher of the Spheres either. I don't know. I think I'm going to go Wizardry. If we get more removal, they can get particularly good. We have the multiple bodies for like Burn Bright. Mazemind Tome is a great card. I think Kinetic Augur is good too, but this card is excellent. Kind of does everything. Gains life. You don't have the mana, you can scry for it. You do have the mana, you can draw. I think Kinetic Augur would be good too. But I feel like I get past this card all the time. It's really good. Even when you're playing aggro like we are, I still like it. It's just a way to generate some card advantage. Alright, Houndmaster. This is like the best possible gift we could have asked for. I think this is a broken 2-drop in the format. And now we can pick up, hopefully, Curs and Watchdogs. Some good black cards in here. If we can find Curs and Watchdogs, Houndmaster gets great. Even based on what we already have, this card is fantastic in our deck. Chorister, double Arsonist. We already have the 1-drops to support it. I like it. Another Arsonist. Yeah, I'll keep playing them. I think Tampering is probably really good with Houndmaster too, because you can like play a 2-drop and then just tamper and get in there. We'll see. I think it's a pretty clear Arsonist pick though. I guess there was a Pegasus in there as well. Do we play the Snoop? I don't think so. We already have 3 Goblin Arsonists though, and a Wizardry. I don't think it works with Wizardry though. It's not a Goblin spell. I think it's a pretty easy thrill of possibility here. I like to play 17 land decks. I don't like to worry about my mana base. And playing stuff like Thrill and Mazemind Tome makes playing 17 lands less of an issue. Also having mana sinks like Chorister and Geyser. Yeah. Like this makes me feel a lot better about playing 17 lands. Same with like Houndmaster. You just get to draw a bunch of cards. Now granted, we have to actually get an Alpine Watchdog or a Igneous Cur in order to make that work, but we'll figure that out. So we can take the Battlements here. I think Battlements looks great. We have a ton of little creatures. Like, making it so Arsonists attack as 2 power and can trade with 3 toughness creatures, that's really good. That is really good. Got the Cur. Really nice pickup for us with the Houndmaster. Seen a couple Pestilent Hazes. Guess they're pretty good against us. So I actually like Staunch Shieldmate. Ogre doesn't do much in here anyway. We don't have 4 power creatures really, and Shieldmate's good with the Battlements. Guess it's fine with Acolyte too. So we can actually take the Replicator, or we can take a second Burn Bright. 3 Arsonists. We might double up on some more creatures. I'm gonna take the Replicator. It's an uncommon. I kind of like it. I just kind of like Replicator. So we can take another Staunch Shieldmate, or we can take a second Burn Bright. Mutt for sideboard. I think I'll take the Shieldmate. Makes our Replicator better. I'm going to pass all this, even though Pestilent Haze is quite good. It's actually not that busted against us. Furor of the Bitten. I mean, I could see it possibly happening. Not likely, though. I typically don't play Furor. Greed, that's a possibility of making this. Lets us get in with all of our little guys. This is at its best in a deck with Sacrifice. But I could see it as a finishing spell. Speaker, well, Speaker's cute and all, but we don't really have life gain. Mazemind Tome, I guess. Acolyte. But not enough to support this. Could just play it as a Vigilance lifelink creature. It's good with Battlements and Burn Bright. I don't think it's good enough. I think we'd probably take a Swooper. Swooper with Houndmaster is actually really good. Gives us a flyer. I think it's good for aggressive builds. Or we could take another Arsonist. We might wheel the Arsonist. I think we're going to wheel at least the Cur, which I'm fine playing. It's more mana sinks for our 17 land deck here. Yeah, I'm fine with Swooper there. Chorister number 2. Or we can take the Windscarred Crag for fixing our mana. I think Chorister is worth it. Demonic Embrace. Pitchburn Devil's in here too. But I'm fine taking Chorister. It's good. It's just good. Fiery Emancipation. Now, this is expensive. But when you have stuff like Arsonist, hits for 3, dies, lightning bolts, I think this wins the game. I think Fiery Emancipation wins the game if we can resolve it. And we're playing 17 lands, so it's fine. I want the Watchdog too. Maximize our Houndmaster value. But Emancipation's a mythic. I think we take it. What card do I like the least in here? Probably Greed is not good enough. Another Geyser, wow. Yeah, I take it. Replicator actually looks really good in here. I could see maybe cutting the Tampering. Could cut the Wizardry. Might not have enough support for Wizardry. It is good with Burn Bright. I don't know, we'll think about it. I think Battlements is just good in here. We have 7 1-drops. It's pretty nuts. Another Chorister. Or we can take another Thrill. I think we just take another Chorister. Having mana sinks for 17 land decks is just good. It's going to give us stuff to do with our extra mana if it comes to that. Reduce our chances of getting screwed. Guess Runed Halo for sideboard. Turn to Slag. It's fine. I mean, our deck doesn't have like any removal actually, now that I'm looking at it, which is kind of crazy. Oh, we have the Geysers, never mind. And we have a Scorching Dragonfire. Alright. Never mind, I guess we have some removal. I don't think we're going to get a Watchdog, which is a little bit sad for our Houndmaster, but did we not wheel a Cur? Maybe this is the pack where we wheel the Cur. I'd be surprised. Was it the last pack? Yeah, we actually didn't wheel the Cur, but I'll take this Crag. Pyreling technically has synergy with Arsonist, but I don't think so. I don't think it's what we're doing. Don't need any of this. Could take another Burn Bright, actually. It's kind of Burn Brights versus Battlements here. And I think I like the Battlements more. Getting multiple turns of, as well as a random blocker. I don't know, I think it's good. I mean, it's still good with Wizardry too. Like Burn Bright is more explosive, but Battlements is probably better with Destructive Tampering too. Alright, well we have a lot of mana sinks, which is really nice. Because like I said, I want to play 17 lands. Especially with this Emancipation. So I feel like I can cut the Burn Brights. Even though they're good, we have double Battlements, which I think I'd rather just play. 16 creatures, 17 with the Wizardry. Replicator looks nuts in here. I want to play the Thrill and the Tome, I think. I'm thinking about cutting Wizardry. It's not that I dislike it. I don't think this is an optimal deck for it. And I just don't think that we need it. And then I want to make one more cut. We have so little evasion that I think Tampering is actually looking good. I can cut a creature if I want. But I want to keep 2 ofs for a Replicator. I could see maybe cutting Skyscanner. I actually really like the card in here with double Battlements and just drawing randomly, but I kind of want to focus on replicator value, 1-drop into Houndmaster, into battlements for the beats. Yeah, I guess I cut Sky Scanner. I think everything else is pretty solid. It's a cool deck. It's a cool deck. I think we can do the Crag and do an even split on mana. We have triple red, but it's not until late, and we need white early, so I think even split is fine, actually. Cool deck. Really cool. I feel pretty good about it. I think it's got some power to it. It's very efficient. We have some card draw to help mitigate flood. We have a ton of mana sinks. 3 Chorister, Cur. Oh, could I have cut turn to Slag? Huh. Do I want to keep the... I guess we can keep Slag. Slag might still be better than Sky Scanner. Kills Baneslayer, after all. It's probably fine. Playing it over Sky Scanner, I think that's fine. Because then we have a Dragonfire, Slag, and 2 Geysers. It's pretty cool. Geyser, by the way, Geyser with Emancipation is insane. You only have to nuke for 7. So you only need 9 mana. And then you just kill him. Only 9. What was I talking about? Oh, turn to Slag over Sky Scanner, was that it? I feel like it was something else, but... Oh, our mana sinks, yeah. Choristers, Cur, Geysers. It's a lot, actually. It's like just 6 cards in this deck that scale based on your mana. It's pretty good. Alright, I'm satisfied. We'll see you round 1. Alright, round 1. We got a good keep here. Playing the Arsonist because it trades with 2 drops. Yeah, I think this is actually a good trade for us. Basically, the reason it's a good trade for us is that has Vigilance. This wouldn't be able to attack, and this already got us an extra card. So we kind of already yielded the value that we wanted to out of that. Let's get in for 1 here. I think Mazemind Tome is at its best when you can use it right away. I mean, technically we can use it right away, but I don't want to just yet. Alright, no plays, no mana. I don't know if I care about them trading with any of these. And I'd rather just tome here, so we'll get in. Yeah. It's just a good trade for us. Just a great trade for us. Sure. So we'll draw. So here we can go Crag. I guess we can draw first. Yeah, Tome is just nuts. So we'll nuke that. Get in for 2. I think it's pretty good. So I think we just attack with both and then Geyser that thing out. while they're tapped out. I'm okay with that. We can take a 2-for-1 because we're toming right now too. They get a 2-2 out of it, I guess. But I don't really want to deal with a 4-5 either. I guess we just go Chorister Replicator. Yeah. We don't get maximum replicator value here, but I think it's worth it. Because then we can start mana syncing this too. Sure. We have 8 mana, 3, 7, so we can't double pump that now. Alright, they might double block their replicator. Sure. All right. So close to just geysering them out here. 6. All right, so they got the reach, but I think with tampering we can actually get through here. So I'll do that. Next turn we can just geyser them out here. Yeah, let's just nuke them for 8. Alright. So we got game 1. So they're like Selesnya, they missed on their green mana for a while. They probably have a pretty good matchup against us actually. Tampering is definitely good. Ruined Halo. I don't think so. I'm not really seeing anything that's making me happier. I think we just run it back. Yeah, it's good enough. That was a good draw. Alright. What's nice about this is turn 3 battlements actually looks pretty good. Well, suppose we can hopefully geyser that at some point. I guess if we're not attacking, we might need to throw first here. Alright, turn to slag helps too. That's good. The Aura deck. Alright, Acolyte was a pretty awesome draw. Can make this a 5/5 lifelink at some point. Seems good. So I think we can block Watchdog with Arsonist, ping Hallowblade, make them discard. Alright. So I think we go Swooper, Acolyte, and they might have Swift Response, but we still got the Chorister, so that's okay. We just need a land to kill the Watchdog. Alright, that worked out. So I think we block Watchdog, make them discard again here. I'll do this. Jump here. Alright, so they didn't leave up the any protection I can think of, so if we get a land here we can take care of the Watchdog, which is pretty good. Didn't get that land though, which is too bad. Alright, so we'll do Battlements plus Chorister. I don't know why they gained the life. I only have one card left to discard the Hallow Blade, which is nice. So block Truffle Snout. Put a Hallow Blade there. Block here. Alright. So we got the land. If I attack with Chorister, they don't really have a great block. Because it's going to be a 5/5. Yeah, if that's their best block, I'll gain a bunch of life. Can trade with the Gagglemaster, or maybe not. I think we can kill him. Can nuke for 4. So, just not quite enough. So I think we have to kill... So kill Watchdog. Three. I feel like this is a pretty highly winnable match. I feel good about our chances here. They have some good stuff against us, like gaining life off Truffle Snout and Gagglemaster. But they're playing auras, we have removal. We've got card advantage. I think we can do this. I still don't really want to do the greed though. Don't want to do the... How much do I like tampering? I mean, it gets by Watchdog, but I'd rather just like kill Watchdog. Maybe greed is okay actually. If they're gonna suit up their guys, yeah, that kind of makes sense actually. All right. I don't really like it. This one I like. I think we'll dump the Turnislag, even though we're quite a ways from the Emancipation. The Emancipation is kind of a ace in the hole card, so I think it's probably worth it. Hopefully. So we'll keep, I think, yeah, we'll dump the Slag. Only because I think Emancipation is one of our stronger cards, possibly the strongest in our deck. Right next to Houndmaster, of course. Well, if we rip a land, we're looking pretty good. Battlements into battlements. Some nice swings in. That's a good rip. So the same exact turn progression as last time. Well, Trader's Greed with a land, maybe? So we can sweep over top, and I think actually because of the Emancipation, we want to do it that way. Yeah, it's probably true. That's too bad. So, land away from that Emancipation. Well, Trader's Greed off the top would win. Kind of a disappointing loss here. Not gonna lie. Pretty disappointing loss. Felt like that was a match we should have taken. Alright, we'll see you in round 2. Alright, round 2. I'm gonna keep this hand. Issue being Houndmaster can't search up Cur anymore because it's in her hand, but that's the beauty of Houndmaster. Even at its worst, it's still good. Alright, we can offer the trade there. I think we do the Cur first. I don't exactly know why. Maybe because it can hit 3 toughness like that. I think I'm actually just gonna cast the Houndmaster here. I could have offered the trade, but next turn I can start drawing off of Tome. Houndmaster gets better when you can attack with 2 creatures. Sure. Nice. So probably like a Swift whatever. I think I'm actually going to pump this, play Chorister this turn. Best use of mana is Tome Draw. Never mind. We're going to do that instead. Huh. It's weird that they did that. Attacked and then didn't play a removal. That with Revitalize. Could be a big deal. Alchemist's Gift, too. Oh, I see. So they want to... they want to get us with a Revitalize here. That's fine. So, I think we'll draw first. Then we'll play the Crag. Play a Chorister and pass. Just set up for a destructive tampering at some point. Sure. Turn to slag. Well, I think they have revitalized, so I'm just gonna draw. That was a good draw. So we'll do the battlements. Pass. Next turn we can tampering plus pump the chorister, so I might do that. I'm not sure yet. But I imagine we're pretty close to lethal here. Let me count. So attacking with 3 other creatures plus the battlements, so this will get +4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Plus I can pump the cur or this. I think we pump this because we potentially deal more damage. Yeah, I think it's lethal. Yeah. I can wait one more turn, but no, I think it's fine. All right. So game 2, so they didn't have revitalized that whole time. Could do Trader's Greed now that we've seen they're trying to do Light of Promise. But they didn't pump it the whole game, so I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe we just run it back. Didn't really see much. Alright, well, our opponent, I guess, disconnected. I'm not sure. So we'll go to the next match here. Alright, round 3. You got a good keep here. That's a good draw. So guess we offer Cur for Wishcoin Crab. Kind of okay with that. I mean, our other option was just like a thrill of possibility. Alright. So we can tome now, which I think we will do. So, I do want to kill that Stitcher, but I can't play Thrill because I kind of want both of these cards too. Alright, that's cool. So, let's see. I guess we can Thrill now. And we're going to discard the Turn to Slag. Right, that's cool. So then we can Dragonfire the Stitcher. They didn't use it? That's weird. And we'll play the Chorister. Alright. I think that's gonna do it. So I think we'll just scry now. Yeah, I guess that's not bad. So we could rip Emancipation, actually. That might do it. If we can rip Emancipation, we could still win this. Well, we got the Emancipation. So we can actually beat them next turn. So I think we play around Lofty Denial because we can. We only have to hit them for 5. Let's see, we can hit for more than that. They don't have a flyer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess we can hit for 6. All right. So beat double Teferi's tutelage. That's pretty nice. I think tampering is probably still good. Karavek's pretty good against us. Kills 6 of our creatures outright. It's pretty strong. Not sure there's much I can do about that. Can I play Ruined Halo against Teferi's tutelage? Yeah. That's funny, actually. And we can bring in more cards because of Teferi's tutelage, too. Not that I necessarily want to bring these cards in, but... so I'll have to do a little math here. 29 cards. I don't know if I want to do the Traitorous Greed. I'm kind of okay with Furor. We didn't see any removal from them anyway. I mean, do I want to just run random cantrips? Not especially. I guess. Alright. So 32 cards. I can't do math right now, so I'm running low on time. I think I gotta just add lands. So we'll do... let's do 9 of these and maybe 9 of these. Alright. Hopefully adding more does something against tutelage. We'll see. If it goes to game 3, at least I know what I've got to do here. Alright, well, this hand's actually not great, but fine. I think we'll hold off. We can thrill a possibility and ditch a... I don't know yet. I guess the mountain. That's cool. So let's do Shieldmate, Chorister. Is it before attacks? I don't think they meant to do that. Alright. And then even if they get the demon back, we just greet it. Wow. I think we kill them. How crazy is that? Oh no. Well, I wanted to cast Battlements, but that's alright. I mean, chances are still pretty high we kill them, but I meant to add white so I could play Battlements, and then they definitely would have died. We still got the victory. I think Ruined Halo actually is protection against Teferi's tutelage, which is kind of nuts, actually. So I ended up going 2-1. Overall, I thought the deck was pretty sweet, actually. And like I said, we could have taken round 1. I guess if I had taken the... why is the name escaping me? I've only played it 1,000 times. Slag. Volcanic Slag. If I'd taken the Slag instead of the Emancipation, I could have killed the 4/4 first strike. But ultimately, it's like, I don't know. It didn't seem worth it to me. I went for the higher power card over the removal spell. I felt like, you know, they basically had to do exactly what they did in game 2 in order for the game 3 to occur like it did. And then they did. They went Watchdog Dub. And I think we mulliganed that game, yeah, because we put the Slag on the bottom, so it didn't work out ultimately. But that's okay. Still had a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.